Yeah, for me it goes back to being a missionary kid and growing up in Guatemala, and having that experience, I guess I always just had missions in the back of my mind and thought maybe someday I'd be a missionary. And it took a while to really kind of find my place, what role God would have for me, until Bible school, and started hearing the needs of unreached people groups and people in remote areas that really have little or no access to the gospel, and learning how valuable airplanes are to helping get missionaries into these remote areas. And so that got me excited. I've always loved airplanes. So airplanes and missions, finally put the two together, and hey, that's a way I could serve, and if God would continue opening the doors, and started pursuing that goal. And when I met Emily very early on, found out she also had felt led towards missions, and so together we went down that path of the many years of training towards mission aviation. And we had our sights set on going overseas, finally arrived overseas in 2019, and spent a year and a half on the other side of the world. And then, as has happened to many people, these last 2 years have made things really complicated, and we found ourselves back home in Canada, unable to return overseas. And so we started looking to the Lord, praying for His guidance and direction, and how He would have us serving Him here in Canada. And so it was really neat connecting with Walter and Cindy, learning more about NCEM, and finding out that there's actually aircraft being used here in northern Canada to help get the gospel and good Bible teaching into northern communities. And there are just learning more about the many isolated communities there are across the north, and the huge need, and the way that maybe God could use some of the skills and training that I have to help serve with the team here. And so yeah, we're excited to be joining this team and using these aviation tools and skills, and getting to be a part of spreading the gospel here in our own country. So.
Hi, we're Nathan and Emily Willems and family, and we'll be serving in the aviation department.